Hi students, good morning. So this is the second video for CBSE students. In the previous video we had seen definitions about continuous function. Now let us continue problems related to continuous function. So the problem is check the points where the constant function f of x equal to k is continuous. So we have to check the points where the constant function is continuous. So in particular they had not mentioned any point, but we have to check in general for all the points. Okay. So first let us write the given statement. The function is defined at all real numbers. Then by definition we are having f of x equal to k. F of x equal to k means the value at any real number is equal to k. In particular, let me take the real number as c. So let c be any real number. Then let us apply the definition of continuity. Limit x tending to c of f of x equal to limit x tending to c of, in the place of f of x, let us replace with k. Then here we are having k, so simply k is the answer. Suppose if you are having any x term, means we have to replace that x term with c, but here we are having simply a constant, so the constant is the answer. So from this we can say the function f is continuous at every real number. So if you are considering a real number, then it is said to be continuous. The next one, definition. Suppose that f is defined in the closed interval a comma b, then for f to be continuous, it needs to be continuous at every point in a comma b, including the endpoints a and b. That is, limit x tending to a plus of f of x equal to f of a, and limit x tending to b minus of f of x equal to f of b. That is, here we are considering a closed interval. Closed interval means the endpoints a and b are also included in the interval. Suppose if you are taking an open interval, means that points a and b are not included in the interval. If a is included, means then we can say a plus exists, but a minus does not exist in the interval. So we are considering only for a plus. Similarly for b we can say b is the endpoint and not b plus. So only b minus, x tends to b minus we can take, but x tends to b plus is not included in this interval. Okay, have you got the clear idea? The points a and b are included in the interval means starting from a. So we can say a plus is included here. But for b, only b minus. B plus means it goes beyond the interval. Similarly, a minus goes beyond this interval. So we can find out the limit corresponding to x tending to a plus. Similarly, the limit corresponding to x tending to b minus. Here I had given a note. In the above definition, limit x tends to a minus of f of x and limit x tending to b plus of f of x is not included in this interval. Okay, so let us see a example. Is the function defined by f of x equal to modulus of x a continuous function? So we have to check whether this is a continuous function. So by definition, we are having f of x as modulus of x. The definition of modulus of x is x gets the value, positive value, that is x in the interval x greater than or equal to 0, and x will become a negative value if you are having the limit as x is less than 0. So now we have to prove f is continuous at x equal to 0. Here we are splitting the problem into three parts. So at x equal to 0, then at x equal to, if you are considering a positive number, then x is a negative number. So we are considering x value by using these three cases. Either x is 0, a positive value, or otherwise a negative value. Suppose first let me consider at x equal to 0. At x equal to 0, f of 0 will become 0. Then if you are considering the right hand limit or otherwise left hand limit, at x equal to 0, it is simply x. So putting x equal to 0, we will be having 0 here. So f of x is continuous at x equal to 0. Then at the point x equal to c greater than 0, that is if you are considering a positive value, if it is greater than 0 means it is simply x. So directly we can write f of c value is 0. Then also limit x tending to c of f of x is simply c. So we can say that f is continuous at all positive real numbers. Similarly, if you consider a negative real number, then f of c value, here if it is a negative number, we are having minus x. So here it is minus c. Similarly, taking limit x tending to c of f of x, we will be getting the answer as minus c. Here these two values are equal. So we can say f is continuous at all negative real numbers. So we can finally say f is continuous at x equal to 0 and also positive number and also for negative number. So simply we can say f of x equal to modulus of x is a continuous function. So take one more example. Find all points of discontinuity. Here we have to consider all the points of discontinuity. Like the previous problem, here also we have to deal with three cases. But here it is little bit different. Here we are dealing with x equal to 1. So x equal to 1 is one case, x is less than 1 is one other case, then x greater than 1 is the third case. So first let us write the function f of x is defined at all points on the real line. So first case is, let us take this one, c less than 1. Then f of x value is simply x plus 2. So from this we can write f of c is c plus 2. Then taking limit x tending to c of f of x equal to, then in the place of f of x replace with x plus 2. Then substituting x equal to c. So we will be getting the answer as c plus 2. Therefore f is continuous at c less than 1. Then next case, if c greater than 1. If c greater than 1 means here f of x value is x minus 2. So from this f of c value is c minus 2. Then let us take limit x tending to c of f of x equal to limit x tending to c of, in the place of f of x we can replace with x minus 2. Then substituting x equal to c here. So we will be getting the result as c minus 2. Here these two values are equal. So we can say f is continuous at c greater than 1. Similarly, consider the third case. If c equal to 1, then f of c value is 0. Then let us take the right hand limit and left hand limit. So if limit x tending to 1 plus of f of x means, if it is 1 plus means, see the problem, if it is 1 plus means we have to consider x minus 2. Okay, wow. If it is 1 plus means we have to consider x minus 2. Then if it is 1 minus means we have to consider x plus 2. So replace x with 1. So we will be getting the result as, here it is minus 1, but here the result is 3. Here these three limits are not equal. So we can say f is not continuous at x equal to 1. If it is not continuous means we can say it is the point of discontinuity. Only at this particular point it is the point of discontinuity. But we had proved if it is if that x value is greater than 1, it is continuous. Similarly, if it is less than 1, again we had proved it is continuous. At this particular point only we can say it is not continuous. So it is the point of discontinuity. Then one more problem. Show that every polynomial function is continuous. So first let us consider a polynomial function p of x equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus etc. plus an x power n be the polynomial function where this an value not equal to 0 and this a values, in particular I am writing ai, belongs to R. Then to prove continuous, let us take a real number c. For a fixed real number c, we have limit extending to c of p of x equal to, p of x means let us replace this x terms with c. So we will be getting the result as simply p of c. Since c is a real number, this p is continuous at every real number. Hence p is a continuous function. So this is the result we have to prove. Students, if you are having any doubt regarding this video, please mention that in the comment section. Then if you like the video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.